What is codependency? You will probably get as many answers as the number of professionals you ask and still be confused. I was, and I also found that the professionals didn't even use the term consistently. I have discovered that codependency is confusing primarily because the term is applied to both parties involved in a codependent relationship. It brings clarity to me when I give the two parties separate names and describe their functions in the codependent relationship. The person responsible for setting up the codependent relationship and the one who's primarily beneficial from the codependency I call the perpetrator, who's often an addict or a control freak. The person who is the primary sufferer in the relationship and the one who is depending on the perpetrator for their happiness is called the codependent. So what exactly is codependency? The way I like to explain it in the most simple terms, it's when a person believes that another person's wishes, desires, values, hopes, beliefs, and opinions, for example, are more important than their own wishes, desires, values, hopes, beliefs, and opinions. Codependents are produced when they live around addicts because they must please to survive, or for the same reason when they live under very restrictive governments or religions. Codependency can also develop when a person does not receive the normal nurturing they should receive from another, typically a parent. A point of clarity is necessary here. We now understand addiction, which is primarily associated with codependency, to be defined differently than we used to be thinking about it. We used to think of addiction as related to illegal drugs, alcohol, caffeine, food, and so on. Now, however, we realize that there are many other addictions, and we better understand them as anything that gives a person an artificial high. Therefore, we understand that the wealthy actress who shoplifts is an addict. Even though she has plenty of money to purchase what she wants, she gets a high from stealing. One of the most common addictions, in fact, is control. Many people get their high from controlling others. Even though it is said that over half our population suffers from codependency, the good news is that the recovery is available with awareness and intentional change on the part of the codependent. Therapy and drugs are not necessary when the codependent understands his or her predicament, if she or he is strong enough to fight it. That said, most of us codependents will carry some traces of the problem throughout our lives, oftentimes resulting in us permitting the wrong kinds of people as companions if we are not aware and careful. Talk to us at Cottage Counselors if you believe that you may have a codependency problem or know someone that does. We can help. Thank you.